Hey, it's Chris Carlisle, and welcome to the podcast Highways and Byways, a podcast about Texas. Last week's episode about my sister's wedding anniversary got several views, or several downloads. One came from Burleson, Texas, another came from Rockwall, Texas, another came from Canada, and another came from Germany. Alright, on this week's episode, things to do in Cedar Park, Texas in 1934, 10 things people get wrong about Texas, a Texas cryptid, a sports legend from Texas. I retired from Walmart last week. I worked there for 20 years. I had to get new tires last Saturday. Okay, coming up, things to do in Cedar Park. Okay, things to do in Cedar Park, Texas. You can see concerts as well as the Austin Spurs basketball team and Texas Stars hockey team at the HEB Center. The Austin Spurs are in the NBA G League, and the Texas Stars, I believe, are in the AHL American Hockey League. You can also tour the Texas Hill Country on the Austin Steam Train. You can see wildlife at the Balcones Canyonlands National Wildlife Refuge. You can see rotating sculptures at the Cedar Park Sculpture Garden. Cedar Park is located 20 miles north of downtown Austin. Next, what happened in Texas in 1934. Okay, here's what happened in Texas in 1934. Texas Attorney General James Allred was elected governor. U.S. Senator Tom Connally was re-elected to a second term. The Luna Park amusement park in Houston closed. They called it the Coney Island of Texas. The East Texas State Lions, a football team, won the Lone Star Conference Championship. The Howard Payne Yellow Jackets football team won the Texas Conference Championship. The Rice Owls, a football team, won the Southwest Conference Championship, and the Texas College Steers, a football team, won the SWAC Championship. Next, 10 things people get wrong about Texas. Now, here are some things that people who don't live in Texas get wrong about the Lone Star State. We all ride horses to work. Yeah, I wouldn't ride a horse on I-35. And I can't ride a horse anyway. Texas is a desert. It's not. There is a lot of trees in Texas, especially in East Texas. Texas won its independence at the Alamo. It didn't. It won it at San Jacinto. Everyone dresses like a cowboy on an old TV Western. Everyone has an oil rig in their front yard. The radio stations only play country music. Texas has a lot of stations that play rock and other genres, including hip-hop. Texans are intolerant. No, we're not. Texans are uneducated. In other words, people think we're all stupid. When some of the top universities in the U.S. are in Texas, like Rice and University in Houston, for example. It's been compared to Harvard. Everyone wants to secede, and everyone drives a pickup truck. Next, a Texas cryptid. And now a Texas cryptid. It's the Lake Worth monster. It's a monster that is said to be in Lake Worth at the Fort Worth Nature Center and Refuge near Fort Worth. It's said to be a half-man, half-goat with fur and scales creature. There have been sightings of it since 1969. One time it was said that it jumped out of a tree and onto a man's car. A cryptozoological blogger said it could be a primate that is walking on two legs that hasn't been discovered yet. They've had the Lake Worth Monster Bash since 2009. Next, a sports legend from Texas. And now a sports legend from Texas. It's Bum Phillips. Football coach from Orange. His real name was Oye Andrew Phillips. He coached the Houston Oilers and the New Orleans Saints. As the Oilers general manager, he made a trade that got the Oilers the number 1 draft pick in the 1978 NFL Draft, which they used to draft 1977 Heisman Trophy winner Earl Campbell from the University of Texas. As head coach, he led the Oilers to 3 straight playoff appearances from 1978 to 1980. They lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers in back-to-back AFC Championship games after the 1978 and 1979 seasons. They had 2 welcome home rallies at the Astrodome after those 2 games, and I went to the one after the 1979 AFC Championship game. And I don't remember if I actually heard him say it, but that's when he made his famous quote, "Last year we knocked on the door. This year we beat on the door. Next year we're going to kick the SOB in." Of course, he didn't use initials. The Oilers went on to lose to the Raiders in the AFC wildcard game after the 1980 season. Oilers owner Bud Adams fired Coach Phillips on New Year's Eve 1980. Coach Phillips passed away in 2013. More to come after this. Okay, before I go, here's a word from the good book. It's from the 68th Psalm, verse 19, and it says, "Blessed be the Lord, who daily loadeth us with benefits." And for some Texas humor, from the book, You Know You're a Texan If by Mike Nichols. You know you're a Texan if you can distinguish a steer from a bull by the wistful expression on the former's face. Well, that's it for this week. Quick reminder, Highways and Byways now drops on Saturdays. Please leave a like and a rating and hit the download button and follow on whatever podcast platform you listen to. My name is Chris Carlisle. I host, produce, and write this podcast. Thank you, and I'll talk to you next time.